Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm in Delhi. Somewhere, first of all, I'm giving it all this thing to my secretary, and he will discuss with the finance ministry. I know that particularly I have a very honest intention that we need to strengthen NBFCs. NBFC's role in particularly financing for small people, for this car loan, small loans, is very important, and that is the reason that how it can be possible for government to support you. And actually, I also have the opinion that we need to increase the canvas of all this loan, particularly related with MSME, not only up to NBFC but district cooperative bank, state cooperative bank, urban cooperative bank, multi-schedule cooperative bank, and NBFCs. They have a very important role. Even in Maharashtra, I am talking with my secretary. We have this credit cooperative societies, and they have deposits of 2,50,000 crore in the western Maharashtra, particularly in Kolhapur, Sangli, Satara. Everywhere there are huge number of credit cooperative societies, and they are financing to the small people. So we need to take the advantage of all the institutions which are ready to finance and to increase the canvas of financing, because that is very important to accelerate the wheel of our economy. But regarding your all suggestions, principally I feel that they are very valuable suggestions, but it will be more appropriate to discuss all these things in presence of my secretary and my officers. After understanding their viewpoint, I will be in position to even take the decision for that. Even some of the issues we need to take it up to the finance ministry. I am ready for that. After the discussion, I am ready. Either if you have problem, we can arrange the video conference, particularly in Delhi. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So my secretary will be there. I will prepare the agenda. We will discuss the things, and we will go ahead. But best way is 4 or 5 people from your association, if they come to Delhi, I will try to even talk with finance ministry, and we can discuss it. Then it will be easy for us to find out the solution. So regarding NBFC's role, I am very much optimistic. I know your present problems, but actually I feel that this problem is because of the way in which NBFC aggressively financing the sectors. Somewhere there are some problems that Mr. Shah is absolutely correct, that particularly either you are not talking here, but whatever the cooperation you are expecting from the banks, that is also very important, because without the support of the banks, it is very difficult to run the things. So even in all this occasion, the banks have already deposited. Already people discussing this thing, that the 8 lakh crore, 9 lakh crore they deposited with 3% interest with Reserve Bank. But suppose if it can be possible to some of the share, if they can give it to, we can make the credit rating of the NBFCs also. And first of all, on that credit rating, we can support them. That is one issue. The second thing is whether it is possible for us to get some foreign investment in it. Presently, by the approval of the finance ministry and Reserve Bank, if it is possible, because in the world today the rate of interest is very low and capital is available. So in a situation, if our NBFC is having a good credit rating, if they can take foreign investment also, it can be a good thing. But we have to fix up some criteria for that. So I feel that exactly my honest opinion is to giving more strength to NBFCs. And their role is very important. I am already convinced by it. But for that reason, we need to take some good decision out of box, where we need cooperation from Reserve Bank and the Finance Ministry and at the nationalized banks also. But at the same time, we need to increase the credibility, and the credit rating is very important. Somewhere we can make the criteria with a liberal approach by the condition that the credit rating is very important. If you have a credit rating, government will support, bank will support, because if suppose there is some finances where in future, if they create liability for you for NBFC. That is also again a big problem. So my suggestion is 100% we will think about it, and I am honestly of the opinion to giving more strength to NBFCs, and we are all good suggestions. First of all, we discuss in details with my ministry, with my officers and my secretary. Then after that, whatever the decision which is possible for me to take on my level in ministry, we will take it. And for the other thing, I will go to finance ministry also, and also I will approach to Reserve Bank. Majority your concern are related with Reserve Banks and finance ministry, and it is the time for the country that we need to give more support to NBFCs. But because of one ILFS problem, the total circle is collapsed, and that is the reason that now one bank there is a problem. Madhopura Bank in Gujarat, once upon a time we have faced the problem, but after that the total attitude, approach and behavior of the Reserve Bank is changed towards cooperative. If the same thing happened after ILFS, there is a lot of confusion in the mind of the people, in the mind of the stakeholders, mind of the bankers, mind of the government about these NBFCs. So we need to have somewhere to fix up the credit rating. Without that, it will be difficult that we cannot make the policy for all companies. Those who are at least having a good track record, then only it can give us a maximum support to them. So everyone will try that here his rating of his company will be good. So this competition, healthy competition will support the field. This is my feeling. I am not the expert of the subject. Even I don't know too much problem about of NBFCs, but I know that the first important thing in the present situation is to increase the liquidity in the market. Without that, we cannot accelerate the wheel of the economy. So that is the reason that now we are planning to make awarded works more than 15 lakh crores within 2 years. And we are trying to now, we are just getting a one foreign credit line loan for our NHI. So we are trying to getting more fund from the foreign investors. So my suggestion is this is the time that on the basis of that we need to formulate some new policy, new support with a transparent way, and at the same time we need to take the responsibility for credit rating. People, those who are working positively in good direction, we will give them more support, and there will be a competition for making good credit rating. Then it can be a sustainable thing for the country. So definitely my invitation to all of you that either we can arrange a video conferencing with my secretary and we can discuss then point to point. I have already received it. I don't have today presently because I don't know the reaction of my ministry's officers, particularly secretary and other people. So it will be difficult for me to give the reaction on it. So I can very frank and fair. If it is possible for me, I will immediately say we will try. If anything which is I am not convinced by it, I immediately reject it. I always talking with the people that either you convince me or convinced by me. So on the same line, whatever the thing which I feel, you are free to convince me, to my secretary also. So whatever the thing we will convince, on the basis of that, we will definitely go ahead and we will try to help you. It is not, you need not to tell me about the importance of the role of the NBFCs. It is very important. Some of the NBFC are doing excellent jobs, and one of the reasons that automobile sector, which is now facing some problem, it is because of the NBFC are not financing vehicles. That is one of the reasons. So I suggest them that we can find out the way out. So my suggestion is, for the other point, we can, your representation is now with me. You can ask me the question. I will try my level best to answer that questions. But it's a technical matter and some of the issue related to the finance ministry. So definitely, seriously, with the priority, we will discuss this issue in Delhi with the presence of my secretary and my other officers, and then definitely I will take it all this matter to finance ministry also, and also I will request finance minister to discuss all this issue with the Reserve Bank. So it's a pleasure for me to discuss with you. Now we have already taken a lot of decision. We have changed the definition of MSME. Now the limit is for term loan, that is for the machinery and equipment term loan, that limit was now we are taking it to 50 crores and turnover up to 250 crores for medium industries, and export is excluded from that. So now it can be a good gateway for the industry, that they don't need to start 4 or 5 MSMEs. They can increase their turnover in one company. So it is an advantage. We are also making lot of scheme. Now I will request you, majority MSME I am requesting in place of banks. We can now make the provision of 4,000 crore giving to our financial trust. No, that is for restructuring. But we are now giving 10,000 crore for equity, giving equity to the different MSMEs. For that purpose, the other fronts are also, we will make it up to 50,000 crore. And before he is going to stock exchange, we will give whatever the capital is going to raise into the market, capital market, out of which 15% we will contribute. And after that, he will go to the capital market and he will get. My idea is that there will be a new vision for MSME stock exchange, and the capital market will support MSMEs. That can be a good idea. So where also I need your cooperation for that. So on the line, we are now taking lot of decisions. The World Bank has already increased our number, particularly the ease of business concern. We are constantly improving. We are changing law related with land, labor, all the reform. We are trying to make it as early as possible to make it fast to support the thing. One of the thing which is already I have pointed out and I have discussed just yesterday with Finance Minister regarding role of NCLT. They are becoming like a courts, and there is no decision, only debts are there. So I advise to Finance Minister to give them all facility for video conferencing, give them target, and time is the most important thing to decide the issues. So already I am also trying my level best that how NCLT will take the decision fast. That is very important, because that is one of the reason is lot of cases are the pendency is there, and that is also not good for the economy. So we will discuss the issue in Delhi, or suppose if you want to ask me some question and some suggestion, no problem, you can ask me. I will try my level best to answer the question which you raised by